let's dive into the reds here.
Oh yeah, there we go. My favorites.
Yeah, we got a little. We have let's see. The first red, Jared, is Grenache.
This is Grenache.
Yeah.
So this is a leaner style of Grenache. It's more about subtleties. It's very much Pinot Noir like in weight.
Yeah, I see that just in the color.
I like the color.
Yeah, the color. But I opened this up yesterday and I was doing some tasting notes on it, and it just evolves. If you give it time, I mean.
What year? Which one is this?
2009.
9. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a new release.
Yeah. So this is current vintage.
First.
2009. Nice.
Yes.
Oh, is your first Grenache?
Yeah.
First
Cool.
Grenache.
Any other grape in there? What's the?
This is Grenache. It has a
100%?
splash of Aglianico in it.
Oh, okay.
And what was the motive for the Aglianico?
It gave it a little bit different aromatic profile. At the same time, it bumped the color up just a touch. Yeah.
Isn't Aglianico more astringent and darker, deeper color?
Yeah. Ours is at least, yeah. So we were just up at we take part with the Run Rangers.
Okay.
And so we were up at the Fort Mason pouring.
Yeah.
So,
That's an awesome tasting.
yeah. I took Saturday and Kathleen and Tom took Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Fun.
It's
That's not
so
work.
fun. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good event. But this is the first time that these wines were kind of poured to get some feedback from people.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of good feedback.
Nice. And then is it American, French?
It's primarily French.
Okay.
About 80% French.
Awesome.
Yeah, about 30% new.
Yeah, to help kind of keep that traditional
Yeah.
approach.
Yeah. Very food friendly. I mean, very
Because,
versatile.
because
just
I've had it with a couple of things here with the bruschetta and a little bit of the lamb. Better with the bruschetta than with the lamb, but I'll try anything with anything. So.
Yeah. I mean,
Not afraid.
The one thing that's, stands out to me is the color by far.
Yeah, it is Pinot color, really.
Yeah.
It's just got that nice.
It's not your traditional, heavier, fruit forward Paso wine. What's the alcohol on it? 14, 15?
It's, I believe, 14.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, you can 14
Yeah.
and
I
taste
think
them.
14.8.
14.8.
Yeah,
14.8.
That's pretty big in alcohol.
Yeah.
It's,
I didn't. It'll produce that much alcohol, but usually Zinfandel's your bigger.
Yeah, again, stylistic
Yeah.
choice of
Okay.
how you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really one of the perks that we have. I mean, or you guys have as winemakers is the ripening window, right?
Sure.
I mean, Paso Robles has a great ripening window and kind of pick and choose sugar levels and when they want to pick and kind of stylistically, like you said, how you want to make the wines.
Yeah, I mean, we're picking from mid-August to we were wrapping up the second or third week in November this year. With,
Really?
more bed, which is always
Wow.
bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a long one.
And as far as just challenging years, I mean, I know my sense of season's kind of thrown out of whack as we just kind of bypass winter seemingly.
No way.
What does that do for you guys, and how does that change your kind of mindset and strategy for the winemaking side of it, or just how you treat the grapes?
Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot for us as far as farming. We have a different approach this year that we were going to implement regardless. We're doing a full year application of a seaweed organic fertilizer for the grapes. Our goal is, it's been proven to sort of help extend the rachis of the grapes. And so when you have these really, really tight clusters, varieties like Petit Syrah and Zinfandel that are really prone to rot, it gives you a little bit of airflow through there and help eliminate
So
that.
kind of loosens the cluster a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Okay.
So implementing that. Other than that, I mean, the fact that we haven't had any rain has just been, sign of the times. It is what it is. But we're like you were bringing up PG&E. Not only do we do the whole energy efficiency, but we capture all of our runoff. All of our water goes through our treatment plant, goes back to an irrigation pond. We irrigate with that water. So we have water. We're very efficient in that manner.
Yeah.
Are any of your acres dedicated to any kind of dry farming? Do you intentionally stress for any reason?
Intentionally stress, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And now is that cutting back on water then when you're
Yes.
stressing? Okay.
Yeah.
So that gives you fruitier, right?
Yeah,
Is that the,
more water into the
intensity,
vines.
more concentration?
Yeah, more water in the berry.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it helps in that regard. A lot of them, we have so many varietals planted there that a lot of them you just have to kind of isolate them and treat them as needed. And again, that comes back to the whole idea of just being able to pick and farm your grapes as you see fit. And so between myself, Tom, and Howie, our vineyard manager, you just kind of keep an eye on everything, walk the blocks.
Yeah.
That's the only way to really have control and understand when you need to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are the price points so far that we've covered?
Very,
For the
very
wines.
reasonable.
I think our daily white's 13, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And the Chardonnay's 15, the Rosé's 14.
Nice.
I can't see the Grenache is
Grenache,
16.
yeah.
The Strachan's our most expensive, has the best barrels, so it's 35. And Belfine's a tiny little guy, and he takes some extra time in barrels too, so he's 16.
Yeah.
But if you look at the grand scheme of where that went, that's from our highest being
Yeah.
under 40.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's
when you look at
very
wines
reasonable.
nowadays.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
I remember when I was quite a bit younger and I really got into wine. We had our family. We had 3 restaurants and a couple of bars, so I had buying power. And we'd go out to some friends and I of mine. We'd call ourselves the Bohemians, and we'd go to L.A. to what was then the biggest wine distributor called the Wine Warehouse, and we'd buy all these wines and we'd bring them back. And at one time, I had like 2,500 bottles in a refrigerated closet that I built. My brother was a refrigeration guy, so he set all this up for me. And but yeah, wines then were 12 to 16 was expensive. And we do our trips to Napa and Sonoma every year and go to the wine competitions, because wines that they judge there will never reach the market. So you could buy them, but they had to sell them there. So we got some good wine experience that way, but it was kind of fun in the price range, and seeing the price range then and seeing the price range now. And oh my God!
I know, right?
But different. They're doing wines differently now. I had wines that I laid down wines. Some of them were 20 years. It's great, some Heights cellars,
Sure.
Martha's Vineyards and stuff like. Oh my God, I had one that was 25 years old and I drank it. Oh my God, this thing is still good.
Yeah.
But things like, but we're drinking wines younger now, and not so much to be laid down. And they're bringing the flavors forward now, so they're more approachable, more drinkable. They're great, and they're getting the price for it because of that. I think is part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think wines are especially now, more so than ever, are made to be drank, within the first 3-5 years, and that's one of the questions I always get on the floor is, how long will this wine age, or how long should I hold it? And for me, unless you're talking, a wine that's austere with incredible tannins, like a Bandol or
Sure.
a Cornas or a Co-Roti or something. I mean, it's you need to drink it.